Hey Toy Collector fans, Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. Now we looked at all the Marvel Legends Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel Legends Infinite series figures and reviewed them all, and one of the key things on each of the figures is that you build a figure and get the ultimate Green Goblin, and there he is in his goblin-y self at the side of the packaging. So you collect apart from all of these figures, and it's detailed inside each one when you buy it. You get two slight variations if you weren't aware. You get the Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man. There's no real difference in the flyers overall, other than it tells you in each one which part comes with all the figures. So we'll show you the Goblin in just a second, but just for those that want to know, if you want to collect all the figures, Spawn of Symbiotes, so that's Toxin and Carnage come with the head. Marvel's Electro comes with the left arm. The Amazing Spider-Man comes with the right arm. Stunning figure. The Skyline series, that's Black Cat and Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl comes with the torso. The Deadliest Foes, that's Beetle and Boomerang, come with the left leg, and Superior Spider-Man comes with the right leg. So there's all the parts. Click them all together, add in the flame parts, and you get this guy. He's pretty impressive, it has to be said. Ugly as sin. This effectively, if you read Ultimate Spider-Man, is the ultimate Green Goblin. And through an experiment, isn't it always an experiment, and some super soldier serum, Norman Osborn transforms into this, I believe. I haven't read it in a long, long time, so yeah, this is him. So a little bit crazy. It's basically a bit of a kit bash of an old Hulk figure. I think it's the Red Hulk. You can see the ripped torso there off the legs. Or even the Walmart Avengers series figure. I think there's parts of them from there. So it's a bit of a kit bash with new toes, with bits added to the arms there, and a new head. And lots of flame pieces coming off. I don't know whether there was flames involved, but maybe that was the explosion. But cool looking figure. Again, lots of parts you're going to buy to get this figure on his own. But again, if you're buying the Wave 2, you get a second chance to get some of these parts. So no doubt, like me, you'll end up with separate parts of this Goblin. So a bit of a shame the way that Hasbro worked this out, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. So let's deconstruct this figure a little bit and let you get to see the figure overall. So on his back is a large flame part, which literally just sits on his shoulders. That's it. Molded to fit his shoulders there. It's like a backpack effectively. We get these flames licking up there with some orange and translucent yellow going on. Nice effect, particularly if you get some lights and cabinets like me behind me. This can look pretty damn cool on the figure. But that's it, just clips over. There's no back peg or any holes there. That's the way it is. On the forearms, he had a couple of pieces there as well. You can see that flame bursting off there, and one on this arm too. And they effectively just clip on. You can almost see that just there. So you can position them any way you want. There are some bones or other bits and pieces in his arm. They don't quite fit over them, but as long as you've got the flame clipped on there, there's a comfortable place for it, but it generally sits best without that. So you can do all sorts of stuff with it, but you might want to display it without it. So very simple clip-on pieces again of flames. And the same on this hand, so not much else to tell you. Same thing, clips on, and that's it. You could also theoretically put this around his ankles if you wanted. Just looks a bit nuts. But it works, so it's not a bad looking piece. Let's get into the Goblin himself. Really cool on the facial sculpt. Let's get a real super zoom in on this guy. Wants to go to the dentist, clearly. Got a problem there with his teeth. Kind of reminds me of a Tenacious D video, this guy here. So, and a little bit of a kind of swamp thing going on as well. But it's a cool sculpt. Nicely detailed at the top of the head with those nodules. And again, the teeth, the dirt on it, the eyes, and his chin beard, or whatever the hell that is. God knows what is going on. He's one ugly mother. Honest to God, look at that. So a nice detail on the head. Slightly different shade of green. This is kind of a little bit lighter and so forth on there. And the body goes down to this darker tone, which pretty much matches all over the rest of the figure. So we'll show you this again in more detail. Now I bought this, all these figures from DorksideToys.com. You'll find a link directly underneath the video to buy this. They even have some spare parts for Green Goblin. How good is that? So they've opened some samples, some that were damaged, and they sell off some of these parts. They may even have some full Goblins too. So if you just want this character, you can buy that too. So very cool and flexible bunch. check out darksidetoys.com, a link underneath the video. So nice sculpting yet again on this kind of bony, thorny shoulder, and the vein rippling down the arm there, and down the rest of the hand. The hands are also pretty coolly sculpted, and you get to see the kind of nails popping out there, so they're a new sculpt on there too. And again, the same on that forearm, those bones or whatever they are popping out. And a nice touch again on the fingers with those fingernails. All the ripples and muscles on the chest, all the kind of effect is nicely done on that with the paint, right down to the blue jean pants and the rips at the knees. And really the major difference from the Hulk or whatever parts they've used is these toes. As you can see, he's got some fingernails going on there, pretty stuff, and underneath he does have a peg hole, so lots and lots of uses for that if we had some stands, but I've moaned about that already in some other videos, so I'll shut up. There we go. Again, nice kind of touches on the stitching on his butt, and even all the scratches and all the kind of markings that he's got down there. Again, this is the back of the figure, so still pretty detailed. Nice touches again on the sculpt. Green Goblin's a good figure, very good figure indeed, but what do you think? You're certainly getting your value for money here, as we've got coming up in another review, Rocket Raccoon. As you can see in scale, you know, this was a builder figure. This one gives you a bit more bang for your money. So, yeah, Green Goblin's it feels like a better figure. I mean, it's a whole new, huge-sized figure. Not the best overall, but still a cool addition to get for your collection nonetheless. What do you think of this figure? Again, I only know of Amazing Spider-Man series where this guy's appeared, but has he appeared in any other lines? Love to know your thoughts. But what do you think? Good, bad? Leave a comment below. Love to hear what your thoughts are on Marvel Legends and or Hasbro ranges of Spider-Man figures. But yeah, leave a comment, and you can also find a link underneath, of course, as I said, to buy this at Darkside Toys, or you can also join us and Green Goblin here on some of our social channels, Instagram, Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. That's it. Lots more reviews coming up. We've got Captain America Marvel Legends to come next, so we'll see you for those reviews coming up soon. See you, Goblin. In my hurry to get this video done, I forgot to tell you the articulation on this killer guy. So we do have on him a ball-jointed head, which swivels around and get a fair bit of movement going on there. As you can see, there's the pop-off version, so there's not a great deal of other flexibility. He does have ball joint with a hinge at the shoulders, ball joint with a hinge at the tops of those biceps, double joints on the elbows. You can just see the backs of that there, those two joints. And he's got swivel wrists as well as that forward-moving motion on each of them, which certainly really helps articulation. He's got an ab swivel going on there, so there's a fair bit of movement. He's also got, you can see the leg just popped off there, but the ball joint with a hinge on the legs overall. The leg itself, double joints at the knees, as you can see there, and he's got the rockin' vunkles with these toenails. So that's the articulation. That's it. We'll see you for more reviews soon. Cheers.